Am I audible now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Network
Yes,
issue.
ma'am.
Okay. Are you able to see the screen? Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Eketa, did you get it? Actually, I finished explaining. Did you understand? Were you
Yes,
able
ma'am.
to hear?
Yes, ma'am.
Not too much, ma'am.
Not too much.
Because the network issue.
Very bad. Okay. So you want me to explain again from the beginning?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
I can't
ma'am.
hear anything.
Okay. So when you talk about health, okay, we'll discuss about healthy personality, healthy person, unhealthy, and next is abusive. Okay. So when it comes to healthy, a healthy relationship, a healthy relationship means both you and your partner are communicating properly. When there is no communication gap, okay, when you are communicating with each other, you always ask, okay, you take information, you talk, you ask about the well-being of the person, how are you doing? So there are communication things that you should talk with your friends. There are some people who doesn't even talk, so that is not good. There should always be a good communication between friends, between a teacher and a student, okay, in your families, society. So this community, when a person speaks or talks properly, everybody likes, okay, and this leads to a healthy relationship between two people or a group of people. Next is being respectful. When you respect each other, when there is trust, good bonding, whenever there is good bonding, there will be trust. Whenever there is understanding also, it leads to trust. Next is being honest, honest opinion. Be it in your work, be it in your studies or anything, there should be honesty. Okay, you should do, if you are working somewhere, you should work honestly, as if it is your own work. You should do it in that way. Next is equal. Okay, enjoying personal time away from each other. Next is making mutual choices. And next is the economic or financial partner. So this thing I think you have understood, because this healthy relationship I have already discussed with you. Okay. Next, coming to the unhealthy. You may be in an unhealthy relationship if your partner is not communicating. When there is no communication between two persons or a group of persons. Okay, there is no communication. When there is no communication, it will ultimately lead to unhealthy relationship. Next is being disrespectful. Okay, you should never be disrespectful towards anyone, be it your elders, be it to your seniors, to your superiors, to your younger ones. You should always respect each other. The same way you want respect, the same way you should also give in return. When you respect someone, ultimately the other person will also respect you and your feelings. And also through that, it will lead to a healthy relationship even in a working environment. Okay. Even if you are studying, when you are studying, there are lots of students coming from different places, studying together unitedly. So when you respect each other, each other's culture, each other's background, each other's community, culture, when you respect each other's culture, so all these things will ultimately lead to a better and a prosperous relationship. Okay, next is not trusting. When there is no understanding, when you know that the other person can cheat you, then there is no trust between the two persons or a group of persons. When a person uses dishonest scale, that will also lead to an unhealthy relationship. Okay, trying to take control. Trying to take control means when someone is too much dominating, or when somebody use abusive words, then also it seems that the other person is trying to take control over you, which is not good, which is unhealthy. Okay, because our lives are controlled only by our own self. Okay, nobody has the right to take control over ourselves. So for that, you should also do the same for others the way you expect others to do for you. Next is only spending time together. Okay, like whenever you are spending time together, you speak good. Okay, you have a healthy relationship. But as soon as you depart, you do not know each other. You stop talking to each other. You forget days and days. You don't even communicate with each other. So that is also an unhealthy relationship, because even if you are there or not, if you have this healthy relationships with the other person, even if you spend time together or not, it will remain the same. Next is pressure into activities. Too much of pressures in work area, work atmosphere it will also lead to an unhealthy work sphere. Okay, in a working environment. Next is unequal economically. This economically or financial partners. When your partner is having a good relationship with you, when there is trust, respect, equality, then the other partner can also help you economically and financially. When these things are missing, automatically it will lead to unequal economic or financial partners. Okay. Next is being abusive. Abuse is occurring in a relationship when one partner is communicating in a hurtful or threatening way. When a person tries to communicate with you in a bad way, okay, ill-mannered person is always like, it bothers us. Okay, a person should not be ill-mannered. Mannerism is very much essential in our daily life. When there is manners in you, when there is discipline in your life, okay, then it can lead to a good and prosperous relationship. Or threatening itself means abuse, when someone tries to dominate. Next is mistreating, when you do not treat the other person properly. Accusing the other in cheating when it's untrue, when someone is accused of something which he or she has not done, then also it leads to depression for the other person to whom you have done so. Okay, so we should never cheat, and we should never accuse of something that the other person did not do, and that is very bad. Okay, we should always use honest scale. We should not be dishonest in anything. Next is denying their actions are abusive. Whenever a person denies of something that he or she has done, maybe the person has stolen something, but he is denying that I did not. So that is also not good. And when he or she tries to put the blame on others, then it leads to abuse. Next is controlling. Controlling means when someone tries to overpower you. Okay. Next is isolating their partner from others. So there are three different relationship status. First is healthy, unhealthy, and abusive. It is just for your understanding. Okay, you do not need this note to write down. Next is your hygiene habits. For hygiene, I will take a separate class, but this is just a gist of how to remain physically healthy. Taking shower daily, okay, combing your hair, washing hands before and after food, before eating your meal, after eating your meal, and also when you work in a hospital, then before touching the patient also you should wash your hands properly. After the procedure, whatever procedure that you are doing in a hospital, after the procedure also you should wash your hands properly. Okay, next is brushing teeth at least twice a day, morning and night before sleeping. Next is exercise, and last is drinking water. We should drink lots of water. At least it is recommended to drink 7 to 8 glasses per day. And if you can drink more, it is more better for you. Okay, So these are just some of the categories that I have given for healthy, unhealthy, and abusive. This is not, this is just for your understanding purpose. It is not a note. Okay, it is not a note. So you don't need to write down. Now you write down the definition of health according to WHO. Okay, write down according to WHO. According to WHO. WHO has given one definition about health, okay, which is the most important during exams. If it is asked to write the definition of health, you should always write down the definition given by WHO. Do anyone know the full form of WHO?
Ma'am, World Health Organization. Ma'am, World Health Organization.
Yes, very good. So WHO full form is World Health Organization. So you write down according to WHO. According to WHO, bracketot likhibo para World Health Organization. According to WHO, and in bracket you can write down World Health Organization. Okay, likha 1948. 1948. That means this definition was given in the year 1948. 1948. It can come as, if it is an online exam, then it can come as fill in the blank or else multiple choice. Okay, in which year? So 1948. Change the paragraph and write down. Health is a state of. Health is a state of, S-T-A-T-E. Health is a state of. Health is a state of, S-T-A-T-E. Health is a state of complete, C-O-M-P-L-E-T, complete. Health is a state of complete, C-O-M-P-L-E-T-E, complete. Physical, P-H-Y-S-I-C-A-L, physical. P-H-Y-S-I-C-A-L, physical, comma, mental, M-E-N-T-A-L, mental. Physical, mental, and social well-being, and social well-being, and social, S-O-C-I-A-L, social well-being, and not, N-O-T, not, and not, N-O-T, not, merely, M-E-R-E-L-Y, M-E-R-E-L-Y, merely, an absence of disease, an absence of disease, D-I-S-E-A-S-E, merely an absence of disease or infirmity, I-N-F-I-R-M-I-T-Y, or infirmity. Okay, so this was the definition given by the World Health Organization. So whenever whenever I ask you the definition of WHO, it should be ditto. Okay, means it should be said as it is, because this definition is not written by you and me. Okay, it is given by the by an organization. Okay, and it was given in 1948, and it says that when a person is completely healthy in 3 spheres, that is whatever I have already told you before, that is physically fit, mentally fit, and socially also fit. So when a person is fit in 3 spheres, in all the 3 spheres, then he or she is a completely healthy person. Okay, physically fit means away from all kinds of diseases. Okay, little bit of fever, this and that, it does happen. Okay, but diabetes, hypertension, heart or any heart problem. Okay, so all these type of diseases, it leads to cancer. All these diseases are lifelong. So that person is physically unhealthy. Okay, next is mental. When a person is mentally sick, if a person is mentally sick, he or she will have to be admitted to Tejpur. Okay, he or she will get admitted in a mental hospital. So, mane physically to pura fit, okay, no diseases, nothing, but mentally he is weak, mentally poor. So that way also the person is mentally unhealthy. Next is social well-being. Social means, I already told you, when you all are staying together in a group, okay, a group of people forms a society. So in a society also, when there is a good relationship with each other, when there is respect for each other, trust, honesty, okay, all these things comes hand in hand. So when there is a good relationship, it will lead to a good society where you can live in, because ultimately pratham is your family. Okay, good relationship with the family, each and every member of the family, uncle, auntie, mother, father, your sisters, your brothers, your grandmom, granddad. So good relationship with family. Second is your good relationship with your neighbors. After your neighbors come a society, then the community. So when you have a good relationship, a healthy relationship with everyone, then also you always smile. Okay, you are always happy. So it leads to a healthy person. So physically fit, mental fit, and socially healthy person is known as a healthy person according to WHO, and not merely an absence of disease or infirmity. Any kind of disease, okay, or infirmity. Infirmity means when a person is physically or mentally, when a person is not healthy, it is known as infirmity. Okay, so that is the definition that was given by WHO. And if I ask you, you should tell me exactly, okay, how it is written. Next, next you write down ecology of health, and you can underline it. Write down ecology of health. Ecology, ECOLOGY. Ecology of health. You can underline it. Ecology of health. Put a dash and write down. Ecology is a keyword. Ecology is a keyword. Ecology is a keyword. K-E-Y, key, word, W-O-R-D, word. In present day, present, P-R-E-S-E-N-T. In present day health philosophy. In present day health philosophy. P-H-I-L-O-S-O-P-H-Y. Ecology is a key word in present day health philosophy. Full stop. It comes from the Greek word. It comes from the Greek, G-R-E-E-K. It comes from the Greek word, W-O-R-D. It comes from a Greek word, W-O-R-D word. In between bracket, in between inverted commas, you write down oikos, O-I-K-O-S, oikos. It is a Greek word. Say.
Ma'am, it comes from?
It comes from the Greek word, Greek, G-R-E-E-K. It comes from the Greek word, G-R-E-E-K, Greek word, W-O-R-D word. In between inverted commas, you write down oikos, O-I-K-O-S, oikos. Meaning, oikos or meaning to you right now?
Ma'am, after philosophy.
Philosophy. Full stop. Philosophy,
Okay,
full stop. It comes from the Greek word. It comes from the Greek word. In between inverted commas, you write down oikos. O-I-K-O-S, oikos. Oikos or meaning to, you write down oikos. Meaning a house. Meaning a house. H-O-U-S-E, house. Full stop. Meaning a house. Full stop. Next, write down. Ecology is defined as. Ecology is defined as. Ecology is defined as. Ecology is defined as the science of. Is defined as the science. S-C-I-E-N-C-E. Science of. Science of mutual relationship. Science of mutual. M-U-T-U-A-L. Mutual relationship. Mutual relationship between living organisms. Mutual relationship between living organisms. Living organisms and their environment. Living organisms and their environment. E-N-V-I-R-O-N-M-E-N-T. Environment. Full stop. Full stop. So, in this paragraph, what do you see? It's written that ecology is a key word in the present day health philosophy. In the health philosophy, okay, ecology is the key word. And this ecology, it comes from a Greek word, okay? And the Greek word is oikos, O-I-K-O-S. Oikos or meaning to, what is the meaning of oikos? House. House doesn't mean where you are staying. It doesn't represent your home, okay? It doesn't represent your home. House means, this house means all the individuals that are physically, mentally, and socially healthy. This tree combines a house. Yet house mane tumar ma deuta, it's not that. Okay, here house means physically, mentally, and socially healthy person comes in this house. And this house, the ecology word was first derived from Greek word. And before the name was oikos, O-I-K-O-S, oikos. Okay, later it was termed as ecology. And the meaning of ecology is relationship between living organisms. Okay, all the living organisms. It can be human beings. Okay, it can be microorganisms, worms, insects, fish. Okay, all the aquatic life, all the aqua, all those who are in all those who are staying in water environment, aquatic life. Okay, birds that stays in the air. So all the living organisms and their environment, the relationship between a living organism and their environment, from where they belong. So the relationship between these two is known as ecology. Okay, good relationship, mutual relationship between living organisms and their environment. For example, fish, water. Okay, birds, air. Okay, so in this way, I'm just categorizing in a simple way. So the relationship between these two is known as ecology. Next, you change the paragraph. Change the paragraph and write down the human ecosystem. The human ecosystem change the paragraph, okay, and write down the human ecosystem. The human ecosystem, ECOSYSTEM. The human ecosystem includes natural environment. The human ecosystem includes natural environment, and all the dimensions of natural environment, and all the dimensions, 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 and all the dimensions of man-made environment. Man-made environment. Man-made environment. Put a small dash and write down physical, comma, physical, 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 comma, chemical, 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 physical, comma, chemical, comma, biological, 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 physical, chemical, biological, comma, psychological in short, psychological in short, PSYCHOLOGICAL, 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 psychological in short, SHORT, psychological in short, comma, our culture and all its products. 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 So the human ecosystem, okay, in the human ecosystem, there are two parts, that is natural environment and the man-made environment. In natural environment, what are the natural environment? I think all these things you know. Can anyone say, what do you mean by natural environment?
Air, oxygen, ma'am.
And?
Ma'am, carbon dioxide.
Huh? No. And others? See, all these things, no, I think you got in class 9 and 10.
Tree.
Yeah, okay.
Birds.
This comes in nature members, okay. Okay. All the microorganisms also it comes, okay. The things that we can see or which we cannot see, these are the microorganisms which can be seen under microscope. So they are also under natural environment, okay. The rocks, the soil, and all these things, and whatever you said also, it's all correct only, okay. So that forms the natural environment, that which is formed from nature itself is known as natural environment. Our man-made environment. Man-made environment means that which is made by us only. It can be in the form of physical environment. So about physical, chemical, we will discuss in the next class. Okay, it will come. We have to discuss one by one. So just in short, I will tell you physical, chemical, biological, or psychological. So these are man-made. It was not formed by nature itself. It was formed by us, human beings. Okay. Deforestation also it is caused by us. So much cutting of trees. Okay. Then there are lots of things that man has done. Okay, forming of all these dams. Okay, all this also causes disaster in the environment. So these are man-made. Huh?
Industry, ma'am.
Yes, industries also forms disaster in the environment. Okay. So we will discuss about this in the next class. Now you change the paragraph. No. Okay, change the paragraph and write down. Man has created for himself new health problems. 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 Means no tune. Okay, Naya means man has created for himself new health problems. So many new health problems are arising, which are not caused naturally, but it is because of human beings by us that new health problems are arising day by day. So some of these are, you write, for example, comma, dia, and then you write, the greatest threat to human health in India, the greatest, G-R-E-A-T-E-S-T, the greatest threat, T-H-R-E-A-T, the greatest threat to human health, the greatest threat to human health in India, I-N-D-I-A, India, today is, human health in India today is, acha question, you tell me to, what are the health problems that is created by, that is man-made? Can anyone say? First of all, you tell me, India is it comes under which number for population?
Ma'am, number 2.
Number 2. Okay. So what are the problems that we face in India? Can anyone say? GK type, madam.
Ma'am, problems to many, ma'am. Ma'am, flood, poverty.
Yes, poverty and
Landslide.
Ma'am,
landslide and
ma'am, for the poor people, poor students, education problem.
education problem. So all this poverty, education problem, to which you are saying. Okay, so all these things has firstly come because of overpopulation. Okay, so much of population that it has become the second, we are coming in second number in the world. We can just imagine how much population is there in India. So because of which we all are suffering from poverty, education, lack of education system, lack of health, proper health system in many of the interior places. Okay, still there are no proper communication system, no vehicles that can go inside or come out. Okay, there are no there are no health systems, no hospitals. If somebody gets sick, then it takes so much time for them to come to town or a city to show themselves up, from which they can be treated. So these are the problems that we are facing. So because of which the government of India has taken out a scheme, and the scheme is only 2 child from now on. Okay, there is a phrase hum do hamare do, so it has been asked to follow in that way. And before there was like that whenever there is whenever a girl child is born, many of them they go for all this many of them they go for, what do? Abortion. Okay, so all these things also, for stopping all these things also, the government has said that whenever a girl child is born and when you take her to a hospital, especially government hospital, then a sum of rupees 2000 will be deposited in the account holder. So because of which now at this time, most of the families, they are taking the pregnant mother to a proper hospital. Before there were dyes and all, okay, in the village area where they used to look after all this matter, and because of which the mother used to suffer a lot. Okay, baby used to be unhealthy. Mother also used to have so much blood loss. Sometimes the mother dies while delivering the baby. So there were lots of lots because of the crisis. So because of which the government has implemented this scheme that even if there is a girl child and if you bring it to the hospital, you will be given a sum of rupees 2000 plus there will a certain amount of money will also be deposited till 18 years of age of the child. Okay, so all these small steps the government are implementing. And also Hum Do Hamare Do, this is not a new scheme, it has been already implemented, and it is good if we all try to follow this. Okay, because of which we are suffering. The most important of all is health, and the second one is our education system. When the education system is good, we all will know what to do at what time. There are lots of illiterate students or illiterate kids. Okay, they do not know the difference between right and wrong. There are some who are more intelligent than us, but because of the lack of education and money, they are not able to study. Okay, they are not at all able to study. They want to, but they are not able. Transportation is also not there, transportation facilities. So because of all these reasons also, we are still developing. We didn't develop yet. Okay. So for example, what you have written, the greatest threat to human health in India today is, write down, the ever increasing population. Likha, you write down now. For example, you have written, for example, comma, the greatest threat to human health in India today is the ever increasing population, comma, unplanned urbanization, unplanned, UNPLANNED, unplanned urbanization, 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 comma, growth of slums, SLUMS, growth of slums, etc. etc. Okay, so we will discuss till here for today. Actually, only less than 1 minute is showing in my Zoom app, so it might just the meeting might get ended. So you all please give your attendance in the group itself, or else you can give to your CR also. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.